It's another edition of Bystanders at News 10 on Flip TV. We really appreciate you for joining us on today's edition of this program. It's a brand new week. Of course, we are right here at the News 10. We're saying good morning to you, wherever you are watching us from. I apologize for the lateness today, and this was due to the fact that some of the guys around, of course, I don't want to say much. You can see the way I'm sweating. They didn't want to allow us to run the program today, just because of one reason or the other. But just have to sort them out. That's it. Street journalism. It's always like that at times. They've been sorted, and we need to just continue the program. We won't, because of that, not run the program today. All right. We have diverse stories which we tell today, still on rising cost of living in Nigeria. The former president, Atiku is speaking. Many Nigerians are speaking on the hardship that we are currently facing. And to be sincere with you, the hardship has really paralyzed our lives nationwide. The government of today needs to really do something to stop this, something to prevent any bad occurrence. Nigerians are speaking. Of course, you know that anger is everywhere. There's widespread anger everywhere. Nigerians are not happy with the development at all. The sad development in the country after the subsidy removal by the administration of Bola Tinubu. Nigerians are lamenting the cost of living. Housewives, traders, artisans, many people are not happy with the development in the country. And of course, don't forget that 27th and 28th of this month, February 27th, 28th, the Nigeria Labour Congress will be taking up protests in the country as regards the rising costs of the prices in the country, prices of commodities, in the country. And of course, the Nigeria Police Force has given sounded warning to them that please, they don't want any form of violence. They don't want any form of violence. It's serious hardship in Nigeria, a precarious situation indeed. Everyone is facing. I just faced it this morning. The tout in this area said the program will not run. There's nothing I could do to just control the situation. Thank you so much, viewers, for joining us to this edition of this program. Bystanders at Houston. Malik, please, can you get me an handkerchief, please? Handkerchief. All right, to the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper at the Houston this morning. Costs of living protests. Police warn against violence as Labour gives fresh conditions. Police warn against violence as Labour gives fresh conditions. Avoid violence. Police warn Labour. AFDP, that's the African Development Bank, says that ship may lead to social unrest in Nigeria. Others, that's what we have here. We have people still boiling. If this camera could, focus on people at the distance, you can just focus on this side. Let's the viewers see what is happening at the news stand. I see people boiling at the newsstand. All right, just quickly come back. Let me review what we have here. All right, Naira weakens as banks dollar sales plunged by 25 million dollars. Moving on to another story. The federal government marketers meet today. Tanker drivers insist on strike. All right, down the paper, 15 trucks of smuggled foods intercepted in Sokoto customs. Sorry, thank you so much. 15 trucks of smuggled foods intercepted in Sokoto. That's what the custom is saying here. To the next one, which is Daily Trust. And we trust Daily Trust on the current challenges in the country. Rising cooking gas prices is another one here. Rising cooking gas prices. Nigerians resort to charcoal, firewood. That's to tell you how worrisome, how precarious the situation is. Presently, Nigeria resort to charcoal, firewood. Nigerians resort to charcoal, firewood. How you doing? What's up? You're an Hausa man. You be Hausa? Yes. All right, come closer. What do you watch? Yeah, come closer to me. What do you want to say? You there yet? Come closer. What do you want to talk? This one not be say Baba. So na Jagaban, this one na Jagaban.
Before na Baba, now no be Baba. Na Tinubu now. Abi, what you see for Nigeria don't cost now. Everything don't cost too much. Eh? Before rice na how much? Come back. 30,000, 25,000. Now 70,000. You get pikin, you get wife, you get mama, papa dey. Money no dey, everything don cost too much. Eh? How una go do now? Wetin go do now? The thing wey you go say, see, I go fit buy this one, go feed our people, my pikin or my mama like this. You know dey. Since this morning wey I acquire, even pay time if I no take am. Since I no see $1, no dey at all. Before I dey see $1 or $100, I go see one like 1,000, 2,000. Now, Allah go reach like 5 o'clock. Wallah, I no chop anything. I no anything. Wallah, at all.
one of football land. All right, still on the program. I'm sorry, very, very, very sorry uh, about what happened. Of course, still the program and it's still going on. Bystanders at News 10. Can you please hold this for me? All right, Nigeria resorts to charcoal firewood. That's what we have here. Nigerians resort to charcoal firewood. 12.5 kg nears 18,000 naira. That's what is happening in the country right now. 12.5 kg nears 18,000 naira. Environmental hazard looms. That's what our experts are saying here. Federal government mom on failed promise to crash price. Federal government mom on failed promise to crash price. Still on the hardship. Atiku Catholic bishops slay Tinubu's policies. Atiku Catholic bishops slay Tinubu's policies. Forex scarcity shrinks. Domestic airlines fleet by 50%. Federal government not sure of crime to charge Emefiele with. That's what sorry, federal government not sure of crime to charge Emefiele with. That's what the Senate president has said here. That's God's will. Akpabio is a very, very tense atmosphere here. But we need to run the program this morning. All right, on Vanguard newspaper, hardship paralyzing lives nationwide. That's what the Catholic bishops are saying. Hardship paralyzing lives nationwide. Catholic bishops can saying this. Let's quickly move down to Edo State, Edo 2024. APC gets 3 candidates. Ada threatens legal action. Naira depreciation, inflation eroding value of insured assets. That's what we have here. And you can see this on page 20 of the Vanguard newspaper. On food crisis, first governance, federal government, APC slam PDP governance. First governance, federal government, APC slam PDP governance. That's what we have here. Presidency Atiku at war over federal government's forex policy. Atiku at war over federal government's policy. The last paper we're reading to the viewers all over the world. The Nigerian Tribune newspaper, federal government, APC now PDP governors again as Atiku, bishops, extra Tinubu's policies reforms. You can see it on page 22 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. I don't know if you have it displayed on the screen. Not displayed already, thank you. Federal government APC now PDP governors again as Atiku bishops, extra Tinubu's policies reforms. Rising cost of living could spark social unrest in Nigeria. Others, AFDB wants. Edo APC governorship candidates, Ganduje congratulates Idausa. All right, I won't go beyond this. Okay, the last story, let me read this. Bandits burn 12, raise 17 houses in Kaduna. That's on insecurity. Like I told you earlier on, we have different stories today to be treated, but all still on the economic hardship. Oluwawan is here. Oluwawan, good morning to you. Let's have you on board.
Good morning, my friends. Morning everywhere. Nigeria is well. What is happening, man? It's terrible.
Terrible. You saw what's happening here.
Yeah. Everybody just angry in the land. The gods are angry with Nigeria, with this government. Or with the spiritual gate, it's like things fall apart. What are we going to do now? We have been talking. It's like the presidency, it's like maybe they don't have ear to listen to us. Okay, now the bishop, Magic Bishop, that's the Catholic bishop in Nigeria, they are not involved because they don't see things in themselves because Nigeria is turning upside down. There must be immediately impact on the presidency because Nigeria is going astray. The ship is sinking. If they allow the ship to sink, Nigeria will be in flames. And I don't want Nigeria to be inflamed. Look at everybody just running extra scatter. Walking extra scatter. No food, nothing. What is happening? What is really happening? We can't fold our hand and be watching like this. Before you know what is happening now, there will be motherfucking violence. And that violence will take it by force. Because the government is like they are not there. And they are there. What is happening to us, Nigeria? Jagaba, now if you are papa, what did they happen now? You want just look us, we just perish like that. Now everybody just, okay, so that is a compulsory suffering. That is suffering and smiling. No smiling anymore. No smiling anymore. Please let them repair Nigeria. Because Hungary is getting out of hand. Imagine cost of living every day. It's like that man said it's a spiritual problem. I'm not thinking whether it's a really spiritual problem. Because every day things are doubling. Is the government doubling the price or the price doubling itself? Why can you say cement 7,000, 11,000, 15,000 bag of rice? Everything just doubling itself. Who are controlling those prices? Are they spirit or they are really human beings of Nigeria? When they see the situation on ground, Garina, Olodo, not 5,000. Imagine, yes. Paint, Olodo of rice, Olodo measurement. That big tomatoes. See, please, we are begging the government to come and rescue us from this brutality. The cynical, we are forced, we are the victim. We are the victim now. We are victim. We are suffering. We are begging Tinubu and the government because even though Buhari is not even like 100% far away than this government. How long? They are not even up to 1 year, and Nigeria is starving to death. Imagine last night in the person never chop. See now, okay, where are you going now? Where is the food? So where is Nigeria? And Nigeria is millions of millions, the most populous black nation on earth. See where they are. Why? Jagaba. Nigeria are crying. Oluremina, you are the mother of Nigeria. Can't you see that Nigeria, your children are going astray because of no food? Control the reality. Let food come. Okay, what's the meaning of blocking border? You say border remain closed unnecessarily, and your people are hungry, are suffering. You say they should eat what they have. What do they have? What do they have? What do they produce? Nigeria is out of the zero. Nigeria is bullshit. Nigeria is suffering and smiling. Mark, we are tired of this system. We are tired of this system. How are we going to live, continue like this? How long? Every day, increasement of suffering, increasement of brutality. The tabernacle is now occupied by the demon. Who are the demons that occupy Nigeria's seats? We are going to push it out because it's getting out of hand. Everybody just, with 85% of Nigeria this morning is empty stomach. No food, no life, no hope. No, not deaf and dumb. Not deaf and dumb. Yeah, this money don't give. So how long? Where is the money?
Last plate. This is an example of what we are saying.
People are hungry. People are dying. What is happening here?
Chairman, you don't hear what I'm saying.
I'm saying not deaf and dumb.
Deaf and dumb. That's hunger.
What is for you?
There's nothing you can do.
Oh God! You see what is happening now? Nigeria is out of the game. Going grave early morning grave. Suffering. Okay, now see every day Nigeria problem increase. Is it spiritual or physical? But but notwithstanding, but like this we can't continue.
Are you
like
sure
this.
it's different? I know him very well. Mr. Felix, are you sure? Yes, I know him. I know him now. Come here, let me hear you. I say I know him.
No, it's Oba. It's Oba guy. Long time ago. He can't talk. He can't speak.
He said I get behavior, so you know me.
Hey, I don't see go. You see 500 nice now. He's not jumping because food don't come.
Where did you talk?
He don't go be talking. He go join. This is deaf and dumb. Yeah. You don't take when you know you. So make it chop. As you see that money now, he's very happy. Today now, you don't secure today. Please see the condition. ego prostrate because today is done. That is what many millions of Nigerians are facing in the street here.
Oh, he said,
Yeah. You
the
know,
say something
display.
to the viewers. Give people. Now say the always do. All right, bystanders at the stand.
Oh God, you can see the situation Nigeria is facing. Hungry, they turn everybody to hungry forest.
If you don't give it to him, you won't allow us.
Who allow us to rest?
That's it.
Okay, so what just happened this morning? How many people, when
many
they
people
surrender
do
because of what? How much you have? Imagine. See, we are hungry. We are hungry more than hungry here. Please, anyhow, let's this and let. Oh God, Jagaba, where are you? Oluremi, where are you? Akpabio, let us change this mindset. Because things are getting out of hand. Because before you know, this problem will pass problem. People will enter shit and people will like to kill themselves before death comes. So please, Mark, how is going to do it now? You don't help that one, you go help us too. You go help our talent today. Because now the responsibility now hand under your shoulder. Because now your face now they look today this morning. Because the brutality of hungriness is bad. How are we going to live?
The Oba of Benin have assured you come back.
Oba of Benin is a story mind for a palace. How many wives you get? You don't feed them. You feed us. You know where we dey? Oba Seki, what you do? See, all the Nigerians, they are scatbarats. They are mafia. They are letting millions of Nigerians to be hungry every day. Can you buy a bag of rice of 70,000? How much you get? You go outside, hustle. Today now, what is time now? No hope. No hope. But Mark, I know you will give me hope small. And my people over there, let there be hope. Let us see something chop before we go die. Because if we die, nobody to talk the story for you to hear. Because Nigeria is powerless. Powerless. God, help us, man. Please.
There's a statement here, and I would like to read it out. Damian, is this a Chima? Yeah. I think God is trying to reset the brains of Nigerians through these hardships to finally come together and push the criminals out of
the power. He is right. Out of the corridor of power. Because now, see, I bad I talk this because now Nigeria, both Yoruba and Hausa Igbo, we are all suffering. We are all hungry. So now, let us bring one mindset. Let us forget our sentiment apart. Let us forget yesterday and move forward and chase the demon out of the Aso Rock. They control everything. They make us suffer, and their children they enjoy. They chop butter and bread anyhow. They go London like say they go Ikeja. Me and you know if we go Ikeja because of transport is 400 naira. From 200 to 400 naira. Where will you see 400 naira? You don't chop. You don't see Gary drink. God will bless you for that language.
Give them the
language that Nigeria is dead. Rise up, oh God. Before it's too late. But Mike, try to give me something to chop this morning, please. Anyhow, Mike, please make I just chop food. Even though not 200, I'm not chop. Make I get liver to go to relax because I'm tired. Oh God.
I need that woman. If there's a woman selling rice.
Yes. Oh God.
I just have to appeal to Mr. Matthew. The pastor. They say the issue on ground here, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, the issue on ground here is that our political class, they don't pay electricity. They don't pay for accommodation. They don't pay for anything. Everything our political class are using are free. They are telling us to endure. The only way forward, the politicians should be paid civil servant salary. Civil servant salary. They are the one coming to serve. At the end of the whole 4 years, you understand? At the end of the whole 4 years, we will still give them whole sum of money for serving the people. Is that not wastage? I was talking to one APC man this morning. He said Tinubu will fix that. I said he should close his dirty mouth. APC are a bunch of criminals. Viewers that are watching me, APC are a bunch of criminals. They are association of past criminals. I want to say this before I leave. This government will not achieve anything because it's the law of karma that is affecting them.
Is it a cause?
It's not a cause. They did it to Jonathan. And that is what is happening to them now. Jonathan handed it over to them at a platter of gold. And now that's what they are facing. No matter what they do. All the ministers, how many technocrats are among them? They are all politicians. Just so still left and right. I want to say this. Until we begin to do election, not selection. Because the election that brought Tinubu in is selection.
Nigerians is sort of firewood. Charcoal.
That's what I am telling you.
12.5 kg of gas. It's now sold for 18,000 naira.
The people at the end of affair will not feel it because they don't pay for any of this utility that we the masses are paying. They don't pay for electricity. They don't pay for gas. The food, they don't pay for it. So how do you expect them to? Most of these people, they don't even read it. They call their media aides also give them summary. With the help of Flip TV and the rest, that they are hearing some of us. I want to say this, no matter what it is, this government is a colossal failure. And I know they have nothing to offer. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Felix, Matthew.
Mr. Mike, I think we are still, thank God, people like Taiwo will be seeing it live. You see how many people you accept, even yourself this morning. So that when we say it doesn't look as if we just want to criticize. Even before we said this morning, you understand the challenge we face. Because everybody wants something, because everybody's hungry. So it is what we face every day. And today, I think they just see a little of it. Just a little of it. Because so many things happen behind the camera.
Hold on, wait. Hope no, you don't go chatter. I don't get money too, the money. You can wait, just chatter. No problem. You don't go chatter. You don't chatter both morning and afternoon. So, morning, afternoon, night.
That's what I say. See what you are partying with this morning now. So that the people like, I know Lucky will defend Taiwo. Though I'm not insulting Taiwo anyway, but so that he can see what we are saying. It comes across board. The hardship is biting harder. We can only say, let the government, because whether we like it or not, Senator Bola Tinubu is the president. So we can only say, let the government do things that will bring about good living for the people. Because the wealth of Nigerians is nothing to write on my back. I had an encounter with an entrepreneur the other day. We were talking about the cost of doing business. It cut across board. In your own way now, see where you are spending this money. And I know Lucky must have faced some challenges even because this thing happens whether the area you stay, as there's someone all that long he's keep pestering me. Just that I gave him 500 naira yesterday. You see the way he was frustrated. So is that bad? And I don't know. I would pray that God gives the president, Senator Bola Tinubu, the wisdom. Because whether we like it or not, everybody is in this together. And earlier the government, because if this what we are saying, if this is extend for the next 2-3 months, Nigeria may explode. I will pray it doesn't get to that.
27th and 28th of this month, protests will be happening in Nigeria. And who is staging this protest? The Nigerian Labour Congress.
Nigerian Labour Congress is a write-off. I don't reckon with them. I said it year before that 2 things are likely going to happen. One, the federal government will go and secure order from National Industrial Courts. And what that is done, they start using threats that if you are back on strike, we are going to charge you for contempt of courts. And what happens, they will chicken out. The second thing is that once they invite them to the Asu Rock, have a clandestine meeting with them. They come out and tell we are doing consultation. Let's give government more time. Those are the two likely outcomes of all this there. So I don't take them seriously. I knew under Oshomole, Labour was Labour. If Labour tell federal government, this is your policy, this is your fuel increase, is obnoxious, we are against it, they will file out on the streets. You see them in the return. That is why no matter what Oshomole does, Oshomole as a Labour party, Labour leader did well. Not the likes of Ajero, Ayuba Wabada handed over to him. Those ones are like bulldog that does not have that cannot bite.
Atiku is also speaking on this current situation. He has said that Nigerians can't keep quiet, they can't keep mum. Tinubu's policies.
Honestly, anybody that can talk, should talk.
Anybody that can talk should talk.
Yes, because if it gets to the point where Nigerians are pushed to the war, you know, goat normally do not bite. But if you push goat to the war, when there's no other option of escape or anything, you'll be forced to bite. And I pray Nigerians are not pressed to the war in that manner. But the way it is, permit me, because that's what transpired this morning. You see what happened here this morning. And more are likely going to happen. So it is like that. The hardship is biting harder. More people are going to poverty. Look at the way people trek now. They trek more than they enter vehicle. The hardship cut across board. So the government must, as a matter of urgency, address this. So you cannot tell Atiku that he should keep quiet, or you cannot tell PDP that they should face governance. What is business of governance more than the welfare of Nigerians? The Constitution says the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. Now our welfare is challenged. Our security is an issue. But don't get it twisted, Lagos is a relative peace. There's security in Lagos. But we cannot say because there's security in Lagos, we should not talk about insecurity in other parts of the country. So I give it to whoever is making it happen in Lagos. There's security. I'm not saying there's no one or two pockets of insecurity, but you cannot compare Lagos State to what is happening in Benue State, in Maiduguri, in Plateau, and some other places, and Zamfara. You cannot compare it. So the government should rise to the occasion, because those Nigerians who are in Zamfara, who are in Southern Kaduna, who are in Plateau, who are in Benue, they deserve a better life. They deserve to be protected. So I think the government should rise to the occasion and protect them.
Are we likely to have people from the eastern part of the region, to join on this protests that will be taking place?
Of course, nobody is left out in the hassle.
But it seems the easterners are not.
No, they will. See, one thing we should get right is this. We are not saying people should resort to arson, wanton destruction of lives and property. That's not what we are saying. If they want to register their protest, if we want to register our displeasure to what is happening, we do it according to the details of the law. We can fall out on the streets and march through all the streets of Lagos demanding for better governance. That does not mean we are against the government, because we want the right thing to be done. So I'm not saying anybody should go about burning houses, burning government infrastructure, no. But if you get to a point where we protest, let us remember that protest is legitimate, is constitutional, it is only thing in the hands of the public through which you can let the government know your opinion and put pressure on government to do the right thing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Matthew, how you copy? Are you sure the way the country is going, we are still coming here tomorrow? Okay, Mike, I think I have to direct a question to you. For you to come here, it's not easy. I won't tell you lie. It's not easy. You talk about home, talk about transportation, talk about at least pockets. I don't want to use that language. Pocket don't fool. Pocket don't red. And I don't think you can see most of our viewers are not coming. So I believe that
The reviewers.
most of the reviewers, how many of them do you see here? Except one of our brothers, maybe very soon we beg our viewers and our brothers, chairman, and you will beg on behalf of him, so that at least Mr. Raf.
Okay, Raphael.
We beg, yes. It's like he has realized a mistake. So at least when you are here, you are talking to the world, you are talking to the public.
you put some decorate, at least let people know that people are watching you all over the world, both the children and adults are watching you. So what we are saying carry weight. So it's begging, and I believe we should have mercy on him. After all, God always have mercy on us. So let me thank the viewers who are watching me. My brother, tomorrow some of our viewers have reduced. You can see a lot of them. Don't be surprised when they come here. They will empty your pocket. I don't know how are you getting extra this. So tomorrow, you might not see us here tomorrow, please. Things are very tough. Because they say any organization, you have to speak the truth. It's like we don't have government. Nobody's listening. Chief, bishop, everybody shouting that everything has gone up. This money, a bag of cement is 15,000. It's like the thing is just no direction, no stopping.
Skyrocketing every day.
Everything, every day by day. Rice, almost 80,000 naira per this thing. Oh yeah. So nobody's even, I don't think, the stock we have left now is people are still managing. If the stock run out of Nigeria, you'll be cooking, don't be surprised. People, like what happened when a yam was being taken to Lagos and to go and sell, and people hijack it. They share it among themselves there. Nothing, you can't arrest them, can't kill them. So don't be surprised that the way we are going, we are even more than Rwanda or Ethiopia. Nigeria is going through tough, I won't lie. Things are very, very tough.
It seems Taiwo Odunlade is still optimistic and still hopeful that things will get better. Saying it here that, but I know things will not continue like this. It will be fixed soon.
No, Taiwo is doing the best. I won't tell you. Taiwo is trying. I won't lie. I won't lie. See, he's trying at least helping some Nigerians, like other people. A lot of our viewers are helping Nigeria, helping us. You know, they are trying. I won't tell you like, but the point is that how many people can you sustain? Every corner, every system now, everybody, including the rich. According to the rich, they spend every day. What is paining me is that why are you buying car for those who have car before? Car of 100 something million, 160 million. When you know that you want to remove subsidy. And after removing subsidy, what next? Are you getting me? The subsidy money. And I'm not going, as I said, I am not going to blame the president alone. I am blaming the senator, blaming the governors. The money you collected, what did you do with the money? Some governor will just call some few party people and share the money to them in the name of a party. At the end, you are not telling Nigeria you share palliative. Who did you give? Who did you give money? So that money, school money, or to any other area like electricity. Now you want to remove subsidy from electricity. This time around, the subsidy money, what are you doing with it? That's a question. People are asking. Not only the president, ask the governors who supported it. Ask the senator, Akpabio. Everybody is now quiet since nobody's in charge. I get me? Insecurity, food, people are not eating. That's the point. Bag of rice, people, they can't build. And landlord will use that opportunity to increase house rent. Because cement is 15,000 naira. In Abuja, 13,000 plus. Lagos, 11, 12, 15. Bag of cement. Everything has stopped. Now, what we are talking about, how to eat, how to feed. Is it oil? Is it albasa? And what surprised me is that, not that Nigeria don't have this food. I don't know whether the Northerners are trying to destroy Tinubu government. Are you getting me? I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Do you know customs seized 15 trailers of grenade food going to Niger? And they have been doing that before. Instead of, and don't forget, we always give money to farmer in the north. They will farm and take that food to other outside country instead of bringing the food to the south here. And he left for the south. Everybody, whether you're from Edo, whether you're from Igbo, whether you're from Yoruba, for you to go for farm, to have a land. You allow this northerner to bring food. Now, they stop bringing food. They take this food to go and sell in other outside country. Custom arrested 50 trailers yesterday in Sokoto. They turned those back to the Sokoto state. And all this is supposed to come back to either south. Why are they denying us food? So, denying us what they are trying to do is to frustrate either Tinubu government. That's what they frustrate Jonathan. But what happened to A happened to B. After all, the same thing they did to Jonathan. I get to be the same thing they did to Jonathan today. I don't know, today, last time they moved Jonathan, use Boko Haram to remove Jonathan. Now, we are in Emiloko now. Emiloko, it was among those who protest during Jonathan's time, subsidy. Now you have removed your own subsidy, the Nigerians allow it. But today, what are we seeing? Suffering, hunger, anger. And as Nigerians, this protest that is coming up, where I pray all of us to join labor to protest, not to destroy you. We are not going to burn anything, no, just to protest that. For me, we are hungry. As I said, we might not end every 1 naira you get now. You have to give to your neighbor. When you can't see your neighbor angry, help your neighbor. I get it. Help your neighbor. These are very difficult. Are you enjoying? See, how do you survive?
Experience. How are you surviving?
Hello, Nigeria. Hello, Nigeria. Well, what I was that? You know, what is happening now is because of sin. Sin is too much in this country. Now it causes us hardship. I will not live our life to cry. Even some people that they came here, some of them they are in Ogoni. They don't. That's what they, even they see enter the post of the government, they will still worse than the government. Now they are dancing for Jesus now. Come and dance for Jesus. Like they're not people that can, because they don't fall for evil. But now Nigeria, that's how evil people they go to Nigeria. Or to repent. Nobody go to church. Many people are going to church, but they are not their life to Christ. Or now have to repent for this God. Now sin, I'm Nigeria like it's not like government. Now sin. What should repent for our sin? No one repent. We don't hear about things of God. Now Nigeria be like this. Let us change. Now let us people in Nigeria go to mountain. And God will give us a good leader. Like I know go.
Over 200 million people will go to mountain.
You don't people in Nigeria. You pray for Nigeria. Nigeria will change.
Over 200 million
Yes,
people
now
will go to mountain.
pray. Both money pray. Actually pray for Nigeria. Don't go what they bad like that. Don't give a good, but don't pray. Now only to come and argue when people stand. Anyway, this beginning of the year now. How many of you have it fast for Nigeria? Pray for your country. No. Anyway, to come and argue when people stand.
Anyway, okay, what he's saying, sometimes hunger have turned us something else. We don't know what we are talking about again. What he's saying that we should pray. Nigeria, they pray most. Nigeria prayed. Nigeria prayed. Even the bishop are not crying this morning. That things are very hard. Bishop, are they not praying? Nigerians are praying. Now the government have turned many Nigerians to poverty, whereby you can be talking anyhow that we didn't pray. We are praying. We are fasting. So you would know there's hunger in town. Government knows, they knows. They can't do anything about it. The only way is for them to block those food going out to Cotonou, to Niger, allow Nigeria to eat. But one thing is that not South Ghana, go and get your farm. Let's farm. So that at least you can move on. That's the way. Northern have denied our food. They are taking the food outside the country. Nigeria government, Tinubu. Your name is getting spoiled. Do something before it go out of hand.
Good morning. I'm fine.
Your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Rilwan.
Wow. Of course, you see what is going on. Everywhere boiling. Yes, it's getting worse.
You see, you cannot put a crown on a clown and expect a king. Number one. Number two, the Bible says, righteousness exalts a nation, not religion. So what we are doing in Nigeria is just religion. That's why Jesus Christ came to teach us about love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. So no matter how we pray in this nation, no matter if 200 million people go to the mountain to pray, as far as there's no justice, there can never be peace, there can never be progress. Nigeria as a nation, we are standing on a tripod like a keke napep, where the major tribes are the Igbos, the Yorubas, and the Hausas. You cannot sideline a tribe, the Igbos, and you expect the nation to prosper. Do you understand? Look at Nigeria in 1999 when the Obasanjo came in. This man ensured that he brought in technocrats to work. That's why you can see Nigeria economy was very good. But then Jonathan repeated the same thing. Now, the time of the APC, all they know to do is to put people of their own tribe and religion first. The nation should come first ahead of any tribe or religion. But during Buhari's regime, look at the security architecture. All of them are from the north. What is the result? Our Minister of Finance then, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, this woman now, she's the head of what organization during Obasanjo's regime. Who is the Minister of Finance under Buhari's regime, especially when this woman from Ogun State resigned? You brought somebody from Kaduna. What's the antecedent? Now look at Nigeria's economy. As I'm talking to you now, during this regime, the finance sector are dominated by a particular tribe. That's my tribe, the Yoruba people. What is the result? You see, this nation, politicians should care more about the people than their own personal interests.
Live your life to Christ.
Just 3 months in the chamber, the senators, each of them, they bought cars of over 160 million naira each, where the people are suffering, they are languishing in poverty. Nigeria is the only nation that I know in the world that the minimum wage cannot buy half bag of rice. Our minimum wage is 30,000 naira. A bag of rice now is over 80,000 naira. So how can you expect a man and a woman that are earning, let us say 30,000, 10,000 naira, that's 60,000 naira. They cannot buy a bag of rice. And the children will go to school, they are going to pay house rent. So you can see the increase in poverty of the people of this nation. Now, what is the way forward? To me, there are only 5 ways, but we are not going to do it. But there are only 5 ways. Number 1, make governance less attractive in terms of money. The money that a politician they are earning in Nigeria is too much. That's why they are not considerate. If being in government is less attractive, we are going to see less people fighting for political positions. Number 2, make strong laws. Let there be strong institutions instead of strong president or strong governor. Number 3, let there be consequences of corruption. That if a man is corrupt, if a man has stolen Nigeria's wealth before, such a person should be named and shamed, that he cannot become any in terms of being a governor, senator, or House of Rep member. These are the only way. See, you see the way Nigeria is structured. No matter how much we pray, no matter how much we try to do things, as far as we are only religious, we are not God-fearing, nothing will work. Every Friday, we go to mosque. Every Sunday, we go to church. How about our heart? They gave you an office to make life better for the people. Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. Now you went there to accumulate money. You went there to steal money. Money that even you, no matter how long you spend on it, you cannot finish that money. One person is stealing over 80 billion, over 50 billion. We as a one family, they are not even eating from morning till night, and they are working, not that they are lazy. Our nation can only work if there is consequence of corruption. Corruption does not mean just stealing money. Corruption means even in terms of appointment, you are appointing the right people to the right positions. The people you are appointing are people that are technocrats that can do this job. You are not just employing people from your own tribe or religion or people from your own political party. That's why Nigeria is in mess. PDP left the dollar 218 naira. They spent 16 years. During the time of the APC, why left the dollar 750 naira? Now, just 8 months, dollar is almost 1,600. Yes, now, that's why there's inflation. Hyperinflation. What 1,000 I can buy for you last month cannot buy for you this month. It will not buy for you next month. What you buy today, you go to the market tomorrow, the price has increased. You go to next tomorrow, it has increased. So how do you expect people to cope in this nation? Somebody is earning 30,000 naira. It's coming all the way from even the Kenya that is near to here. Kenya is 200. 200 going and coming 400 times 30 days. And how would that person cope? You know what I'm saying? So until first, we should see ourselves as one. Our politicians, that in appointment, you appoint people from any tribe, any political party, as far as that person can do this job. Appointment should not be just based on compensation. we can't continue like this. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Your name once more?
My name is Mr. Arinwa.
All right, I would like to see you tomorrow.
No problem.
All right, you have Chinedu Michael. How did you stand this morning? Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome on board. All right, it's so obvious that Nigeria is at a worst time in terms of insecurity and economic hardship. It's a very, very serious situation. Michael, of course you saw what happened this morning. Everywhere, boiling. Michael, do you think this present administration is willing to do something to alleviate poverty in the land?
There's no doubt about that. We are in economic captivity in the country right now. I know what captivity is all about. The situation is not longer funny. We have seen the dollar continue to skyrocket. A lot of things are happening. But if somebody is in captivity, and I believe there should be a way out.
You believe there should be a way out?
I believe there should be a way out.
And is the present administration working in that line?
That is what I'm saying, that indices pointing towards, there's no indices pointing towards that direction.
With the 42,000 metric tons of grains released?
I'm telling you that as we are talking about 42,000 metric tons of grains that they want to give out to the to Nigerians, I doubt whether actually there is something in the silo. That is one. Two, some state governments have come out to say that their warehouses are empty. So it is not an issue of long-term and short-term. The captivity I'm talking about involves around Nigerians themselves are going to sit down and decide how they are going to come out from that captivity. Nigerians themselves are going to sit down and discuss how
do we get
either by hook or crook. Yes, because we are not heading towards Venezuela, we are heading towards Haiti. What happened in Venezuela was as a result of US sanctions. And you know that Venezuela runs one economy based on oil. But Haiti, when it happened to Haiti, the economic crisis hit Haiti, it was as a result of nonchalant approach to issues that has multiplied in effect over the years. That is what is disturbing Nigeria now. Let me give you for instance, if you look at what this present administration is talking about, agreed that the issue of subsidy and floating of the naira is a good policy. That's not the truth. But the other way around, even though for me it is hurriedly done, when you want to float such thing, you need to sit down and look at the long-term and short-term consequences on how you want to introduce such policies. Study it very well. Study it very well. Because when you talk about floating of naira, you want Nigerians. You want Nigerians to patronize Nigerian local-made, indigenous-made products, commodities. That is the arrangement that goes with floating of the naira. Then when you say Nigerians, when you want to force Nigerians, yes, the Tinubu's administration want to force Nigerians to use, because of the dollarization of our economy. Then on that process, we are having somebody like Dangote selling a bag of cement for 15,000 naira. We are having these business moguls who are into manufacturing, even some mushroom manufacturers putting their price at an affordable rate, then how can a Nigerian that have little in his hand be able to afford a bag of cement at 15,000 naira? That is the problem we are having. And that is why I told you that presently now, Nigerians are in economic captivity. And anybody that's in a captivity, there's always a window to liberate himself or to cause liberation. That's why I'm saying that this is the only time Nigerians need to sit down and reactivate the leadership. You know where I'm pained because I'm having a lot of reservation against Tinubu's administration. And my reservations is based on where Tinubu himself is coming from.
Okay.
He's a pro-Abiola. He's a Nadeko. He's a pro-Nadeko. And you know what Nadeko represents in Nigeria? You know how Nadeko was able to fight for the military to go. And this is the only civilian president of Yoruba extraction. I'm not talking of Obasanjo, that was once a military man. This is a pure civilian from Yoruba extraction. So we expect at that level, he will be able to provide some hyper level of leadership within this shortest period of time. But unfortunately, what he was trying to drive at, he was not able to galvanize enough consultation.
Enough.
Yes, because you're not going to rule out sabotage in this.
There are saboteurs.
Yes, everywhere there's economic saboteurs.
From the opposition or from his own cabinet?
No, it's going to come from, it can be regional. It can come from anywhere.
Are you telling us that he never believed this would be the result of his policy?
If you
especially the removal of subsidy on the day of inauguration.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That if you look at all the presidential candidates, because of the advocate against fuel subsidy, everybody was saying they are going to remove subsidy. Obi said it, Peter Obi. Atiku was also there. Him too was also making similar statement, even though it was not properly defined. But surprisingly, on the day of inauguration, he announced the removal of subsidy. Then, if the president had made such announcement, so to say, when did we started sudden witnessing economic crisis? Is that means there are people in charge of every sector of the economy, cabals. They feel threatened, and I'm going to mention those cabals to you.
Okay.
Tinubu cannot tell me that he is not aware of what is happening. I believe he knows what is happening. If he is genuine to push further, you have to be very decisive at this point in time. Nigeria, we are not talking about you relocating whatever you want to relocate. That is not the business. We are talking about what affects ordinary man on the streets. A woman that sells tomato cannot come and teach you at that level economy. There's nowhere you take issue of fuel subsidy and floating of the naira anywhere. They will not say it is a good policy. Then how do you navigate such policy to have a positive effect on the economy? That is the problem. That is why, me personally, I believe that it was hurriedly done, and these cabals, these mafias, these economic saboteurs, that's what I call them, we are able to take that advantage, and begin to wreak havoc on the economy. Apart from other factors, who are those destructing our farming land, setting it on fire? That's another factor. And this thing has been coming. Bros, the leadership of Nigeria are too careless. Right from Jonathan, Buhari, down to where we are now. There are certain things that needed to be put in place. When the Boko Haram we are moving from, you don't know what they are creating. They're creating to create food crisis. Because they know that if you don't have anything in your stomach, you become stupid. You because the economy is stupid because people are no longer eating. So what Tinubu would have done is to sit down, consult deeply with these guys.
Does it mean that the president didn't appoint the best hands to work with him?
Apart from the Gaduso, Yemi himself, yes, yes, his level of exposure internationally. You know, some of these things too, you are not going to rule out World Bank and IMF policies. And that is why some countries are moving out from dollarization to BRICS. They are trying to embrace Russia. They are trying to see how they are going to come out from this over-dependent on IMF and World Bank policies. And move closer a little bit from what it used to be before. Look at South Africa, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. They are trying to form a confederation. They are calling the dollar stupid. They want to move out from what it used to, from the usual way of doing things to serve their own people. They are going to start transacting now on BRICS. This over-dependent on IMF, and we can see, I wrote an article, I said, there's always a traditional and cultural way of governance. There must be. If Nigeria develop it, China did it, a lot of countries have did it successfully, and nothing happened. These economies, world economies you are talking about, they are busy celebrating themselves over there. Why can't Nigerian leaders be decisive? At least for once. How is it Tinubu going to survive from this? Tell me. How is he going to do? Because if all indices are pointing, because the palliatives you are talking about, the 42,000 tons of this, you said nobody is even sure of that. Who and who is going to eat it for how many days? That's the problem. That's the short term. We are talking about long term. What happens?
And you're not even thinking of.
That is
you're not even planning on opening borders.
Bros, see, that's what I'm telling you. If you open borders, the naira will go flat. Tinubu is trying to be careful. I don't know whether he was being ill-advised anyway. He's trying to be careful because I don't think they foresee it coming. You know, when you consult people very well, you'll be able to buy opinions. You'll be able to appeal to them. You'll be able to persuade them. You'll be able to make them look into your own, kind of leadership. But it's like a tyrannic pronunciation on the day of that inauguration. And you know that Nigerians are heartless. Those guys that are up there, they use that opportunity and, started dealing with the economy. And before Tinubu will know it, it's going out of hand. What you need to do now is going to be a very serious problem for him. But what he needs to do now is the CBN governor himself, I know that the guy is trying to see what he can do within a short space of time to avoid the looming anger that is coming. By the time dollar hit 2,000 naira, 2005, and people can no longer lay hand on having something to eat, then they will move closer to Aso Rock. You know what it means. Moving closer to Aso Rock, you know what it means. It's going to be a change of situation. It's going to lead to a change of government. The Senate itself, the National I wonder at this point in time why they are not calling. So it is better for him at this point in time to speed up actions. Forget importation, opening of the border. Reactivate the micro system around you immediately. Go give farms, give money to more security everywhere. Let people let there be agricultural produce. Deal with these bank MDs. They are the saboteurs. All these commercial banks you are seeing. Go and see how much they are having in their accounts because they buy dollar.
We have people on the comment section applauding your efforts in making some process to understand what is going on in the country. Sorry, viewer, okay? I have different people commenting here. All right, Chinedu, we talked about governance, we talked about insecurity, we talked about government providing solution to this region crisis. 27th and 28th of February this month, protests will be staged by the Nigerian Labour Congress. Are you ready for the showdown?
No, I see this Nigerian Labour Congress, this Nigerian Labour. They are nothing to write home about. I'm disappointed in them. You know why I'm disappointed? It's not a matter of talking about. You see, when you sit down, you look at this man saying that government should pay them 1 million naira. They're destroying Nigeria. These are saboteurs. They need to be investigated. Why would somebody, the federal government, pay you 1 million? What are you going to buy with 1 million naira?
Wait, you know things are
Bro,
expensive
that's
now.
what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
When this Soludo came up with the theory of devalued naira, 20 naira as the highest. Bros, what are you packing 200 million for? And you cannot buy a recharge card with it. Of what value is it? They should hold this government to account for the system they are running or how to go about it. That when somebody has 10,000 naira at the end of the month, you can use it for 1 year. That's economy. What is the essence of 1 million naira? You cannot be able to buy anything. That means these guys, that's what I'm telling you, they are not patriotic. There are experts everywhere. Bros, I'm not supporting NLC for anything. The agency should sit down and allow Nigerians
To protest themselves.
to move away from this captivity. Not NLC. NLC is going to negotiate with them at the end of the day. And you know the normal thing they normally do. They will come out and tell you negotiation is ongoing. Nigerians, all these billionaires, some companies that have been on old stock, after they have finished using their old stock, they cannot be able to buy new one. They go down. And Tinubu is insisting that if Gaduso fails, that is the only time, if his policy fails, that's the only time he will remove him. So we should understand that by the president himself. For me, it is not too good. Because at this point in time, at this point now, you don't know, he said it's not his field. That he has appointed an expert. And the person who is supposed to take that responsibility is Gaduso. So until he sees that the guy has failed, and Gaduso is trying to tell you what he has done, because these two policies that have brought Nigeria to the knees was an idea that Gaduso and his men gave birth to.
Now, you are talking about economy. What about on insecurity? Is he waiting for the National Security Advisor, Nuribadi, to also fail?
Let him play. See, what we are having now is majorly based on finance.
On daily basis.
Of course, let me tell you. You see, for now, that the issue of killings, going to the farm, you know, at that time they say as Boko Haram, they were just playing. They don't know that if they sustain such attack over the years, it is going to have a direct effect on the food economic activities of Nigeria. As I'm talking to you now, 50% of farmers in Nigeria can no longer go to farm. They have lost touch with farming. And you are closing border. Please understand this. You are forcing Nigerians to patronize commodities that are not even there. To patronize goods that are not even there.
When farmers are scared
And
of
when 50% of farmers are no longer going to farm, then look at now. You say you are national 42,000 tons of grain.
For how many people?
Normally, are we supposed to be talking about opening national silo? We're not supposed to be talking about that because we're not at war. This is not a famine. This is purely a man-made. Someone should be the arrest. See, bros, why is it Dangote selling a bag of cement 15,000 naira? And we are not going to get money to buy a cement for 15,000 naira. Since the president, the CBN governor, want to encourage us to patronize Nigerian-made goods. Tinubu should clear these people and get us a fresh guys, especially in all the commercial banks. EFCC should probe them and collect all these things they are holding. They are the one causing this thing. Tinubu also in his wisdom to look at the issue of farming. Very important. Then production, electricity, infrastructure. Then he said if he open border, there will be this. Give us a lifeline while we watch how these economic policies are going to move from one step to a positive one.
All right, I wouldn't want us to go beyond this, and I must really confess that you've spoken well this morning. I implore the viewers across the globe to encourage that this great analyst, he's been a very good person, and it took me time to get him on board. It wasn't a small business at all to get him on the program. But he's here, the program as well, to express his feelings concerning issues in the country. Of course, you saw what happened today. Before the commencement of the program, it was a very tough situation here at the News 10. And you could see it, deaf and dumb. Also demanding for his own palliative. It's normal. All right, viewers, I appreciate you all for joining us into this edition of this program. Behind the camera, I have Malik Adeyemi. Thank you so much, my boy. Malik Adeyemi, a very good job behind the camera. Our social media handles are right on the screen. You can also join me on Facebook at Michael Timothy Adekunle, Instagram Michael Timothy Adekunle, on TikTok Mike Flekini. Thank you so much, everyone. Tomorrow is another day. We're bringing you this program. Everyone be expressing their feelings. Everyone be analyzing. Everyone be discussing, dissecting issues concerning Nigeria. Again, I hope the government will respond to the situation speedily. Thank you so much for joining me once more. Thank you. Michael Adekunle signing out. I say goodbye for bye. Please encourage the viewers. You're trying. It's not easy. Listen, it's a precarious situation. It's a tough situation in Nigeria. If you have the opportunity to stretch hands of love to them, please do it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.